Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action. Y'all know what we do here on the NBA Jam Session. We go through every single game, every single day. And if you missed yesterday's Jam Session, we cooked up that entire card. We went 7-0, our first sweep of the season, man. I absolutely love that, and I appreciate all the nice comments you guys left me. I'm excited that I helped you guys make some money. I'm excited that you smacked your parlays. That's what I'm here for, man. I promise you guys, I do not get on this camera and talk to thousands of people daily trying to lose. I try to hit every single game I give out, and I'm glad yesterday the work paid dividends. Let's keep it rolling. Let's do it again. Can we sweep 2 days in a row? That's extremely hard to do, man, but I promise you that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And we got 6 games to do it in. Of course, it's NFL Sunday. I broke down every single game in the NFL already. That video is already up on the site. You can catch that. But 6 NBA, we're going to go through every single game right here, right now. Let's keep it rolling. Of course, I got premium plays over at Pickdawgz Premium, NFL, NBA. If you're rocking with me, rock with me over there. Best thing to do is to hop on a long-term pass with all the sports back, though. I'm active on Twitter all day as well. There's a link in the description for that. Follow me there. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's make some money on a Sunday. And without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game up, man. We got a hell of a game, man. We got the Thunder Buddies and the Chicken Nuggets. Chicken Nuggets out on the road, laying 3 on the Thunder Buddies. I can't wait to watch this one today. It's NFL Sunday. But basketball definitely will have its own TV for today. Early start time on this one, 2:30 Central, my time. It's a tough one, man. The Thunder Buddies, they thrive, I feel like, in this home underdog role. Like, this is the Thunder Buddies right here. +3 at home, going up against a good team. Still, I think maybe a little undervalued. The Nuggets, on the other hand, we know what's up with the Nuggets, man. They were the best team in the NBA last year, the defending champs. We love betting the Denver Nuggets, mainly at home, though. On the road last season, straight up, they were 25-25. They were 50-50. And I think that's dangerous going up against our favorite money-making team, the Thunder Buddies. I really do, man. This game makes me nervous. I'm just going to shoot it straight with y'all. This game makes me nervous, but I got to take the Thunder Buddies +3. Nuggets play their best basketball at home. I know we saw them win against a good team in the Memphis Grizzlies out on the road. Solid win. Failed to cover, though. And I would not be surprised at all if the Nuggets came out here and won this game comfortably. But I really, in my heart, believe the right side to be in this game is the Thunder. The Thunder are hooping. Their first 2 games were out on the road where they looked really good, covered in both. You know, beat the Bulls, beat the brakes off the Bulls, 124-104. Beat Cleveland, solid win, 108-105. This will be their home opener. You know, I'm pretty sure Oklahoma City is going to be on fire for this game. Their team is good this year. Their team made the postseason last year. They got the defending champs coming in. And we're getting plus money with our team, man. This is where we make our money all year long with the Thunder Buddies. This is why they are our favorite money-making team, because they usually feast in these exact roles right here. Tough game. I love betting the Denver Chicken Nuggets, mainly at home. I got to fade them out on the road here. Come on, Thunder Buddies. We're going to grab them here. +3. And, of course, we're going to take them straight up on the money line as well. Next game up, man, we got the Golden State Warriors out on the road facing the Houston Rockets. Warriors laying 4.5 here in this one. Warriors 1-1 and 1-1 ATS, man. I've been wrong on them in both games thus far this season. Had them game 1 at home where they went stupid, dummy, crazy last season. They lose outright, fail to cover. I fade them on the road where they were terrible, the worst road ATS team in the league. Their next game, they come out there and beat a really solid Sacramento Kings team. The thing is, I'm not throwing out my system 2 games into the season. I'm just not. You know, I know we've been wrong on the first 2, but this 2 games is not a big enough database for me to just throw out last season. It's not. So with that being said, I know the Houston Rockets are not one of the best teams in the NBA. I understand that. The Warriors are definitely the better team. But I think we all can agree that this line looks funky in itself. This line should really be probably like Golden State minus 6 or 7. The reason it's not there is because the Warriors suck on the road. That's why it's not. It's because they suck. And I would not be surprised at all if they lost this game straight up. Straight up. I would not be surprised at all. Golden State last year on the road straight up were 12-35. They only won 12 games last year out on the road. I know they got one under their belt thus far already, but they only won 12 games out on the road last year. And ATS, it wasn't better. They were terrible, as bad as it gets. They were. Hold on, I got 2023 pulled up. The Golden State Warriors last year on the road, man, they were 13-34, 27.7% against the spread. That is as bad as it gets. I know they beat the Kings on the road already this year. That was kind of like a little rivalry game. We saw that postseason last year. I see them going through the motions here. I see the Rockets playing good basketball here. I know we really haven't seen that from the Rockets the first 2 games, so this is kind of a weird spot. But I'm zagging in this one, man. I think it's the perfect spot to zag. We have to continue to fade the Warriors until we get a big enough database saying that they're not going to be who they were last year. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So with that, taking the Houston Rockets plus the 4.5. I cannot lay points with the Warriors out on the road. Not until they show me they're going to play better basketball out there. And one game is not enough to show me that. They won 12 games out there last year. 12. I cannot lay points with a team that did that. Give me the Rockets plus the 4.5. I think they cover this point spread, and I would not be surprised in any capacity if they won this game outright. Next game up, we got the Atlanta Hawks out on the road facing the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks laying 7 here in this one. Bucks got the win in their first game, failed to cover against the Sixers, and had every opportunity to at the crib. Makes this game tough. We all know the Bucks are definitely the better team. We understand why the line is 7. They're one of the best teams in the entire NBA. And the Hawks have come out and laid 2 stinkers. They lost on the road to Charlotte, 116-110, a winnable game, a game they probably should have won. And then they played yesterday. No, that was not yesterday. That was 2 days ago. They played 2 days ago against the Knicks and lost 126-120 at the crib. I'm taking the Hawks, y'all. I'm taking the Hawks in this one. I don't love it, but Milwaukee just really pissed me off the other day, not covering against the Sixers. They had every chance to. And this is how I feel. I feel a 5-6 point win for the Bucks in this one. That's what I feel. So I think the Hawks can sneak in the back door. Lost by 6 in both games, their first 2 games. So I think they go for 3 straight and lose by 6 again. Nah, but for real, man, this is a tough game. Milwaukee's definitely the better team, but this is a team that has just come together. So are we really ready to lay wood with them every single night, especially huge numbers like this? Last season, of course, they were a really good home team. They're damn near in that same space as the Nuggets, the stupid, dummy, crazy airspace. But it's still early in the year. No Chris Middleton in this one. 7 is a premium points to lay, is what I'm trying to get across. Like, you only lay 7 at home with the best teams in the league. And I'm not saying that Milwaukee is not one of those, because they definitely are. But they're at the beginning stages of that. This is only game 2 for these guys, and that's a lot of lumber to lay, especially against a Hawk team that usually plays them pretty competitive. So, hey, my gut's telling me to go with the Hawks. I think they lose by 6 again, just like they lost by 6 their first 2 games. But difference is if they lose by 6 in this game, that's enough for the cover, man. They go 0-3 on the season, but they go 1-2 ATS, and that's what we care about. Until the Bucks wake up and show me that they're going to be a dominant home team and a dominant home cover team, I really intend to fade them, one of the more public teams out there. I know it's not for the weak-hearted fading the Bucks, man. It's not. You're gonna see Giannis getting downhill, getting them cheap fouls. You're gonna see Logo Lillard shooting from the logo. The Bucks are a really good team, but we're not picking the winner. We're picking the point spread in this one, and I really feel like the Hawks lose by 6, and that's enough for the cover. Give me the Hawks plus the points here in this one. Next game up, man, we got the Portland Trail Blazers out on the road facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers laying a huge number, 9.5 here in this one. Of course, I understand why the line is where it's at. We're getting the Sixers, one of the best teams in the NBA, especially one of the best teams in their own conference. You know, home opener against one of the worst teams in the NBA, the Portland Trail Blazers, a team that, you know, last time we saw them on the road, lost by double digits, you know, lost to the Magic at home in their home opener, 0-2, 0-2 against the number. I understand why this line is so big. I am going to lay it with the Sixers here. I'm not going to overcomplicate this one. I think they just beat up on a bad team. When you go back and look at last year, the Sixers, when they had bad teams, they typically beat up on them. So I feel comfortable in this spot laying the wood. The Sixers were one of the most profitable home favorites last year against the spread. So that means they do take care of business when they have bad teams scrolling in. And I just see Embiid having a field day here on Aiden eating his lunch. I see the Sixers winning this game comfortably. I've seen nothing from the Blazers to suggest that they compete here. So I'm not trying to catch a falling knife with them. Until the Blazers wake up and show me that they can hoop, I look to fade them. There will be spots later on in the season where we're going to be able to make money betting the Blazers at these huge numbers. But right now is not the time. Scoot Henderson looks, in all honesty, pretty bad. He does not look like a number 2 overall pick in the NBA draft. And I haven't liked how their pieces have gelled. It's only game 2 for a team that just came together. So I'm not, just completely writing off the Portland Trail Blazers. There will be spots we can make money on them. I just don't think it's right now. I do think the Sixers win this game comfortably. I'm going to lay the wood with them. Home opener. This looks like a spot where they beat up on a bad team. Next game up, man, we got the San Antonio Spurs out on the road facing the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers laying 9 here in this one. The Clippers are a hard team for me to figure out on it's a yearly type thing, because the reason is you just never know what Clippers are going to show up on a nightly basis, or at least I don't. I struggle with this team. They're a good team, but injuries are always a question, and motor is kind of a question at times. WWKD, what would Kawhi do? Kawhi would sit most of the time if he had the chance to, in my opinion. I could be completely off basis, but based off my knowledge, that's what he would do. And when your best player has that type of attitude, it just seems to resonate through the whole team. Hence why they lose games they're not supposed to. The Clippers are better than the Jazz. I understand the Jazz are not as bad as people think, but the Clippers should have went into Utah and won that game. Same way Sacramento went in there and won that game. We have seen them already beat up on a bad team this year, the Portland Trail Blazers at home. They beat them by 12, covered the point spread. But I'm here to tell you right now, the Spurs are head and shoulders better than Portland right now, today. And all this being said, I don't feel comfortable laying double digits, essentially, with the Clippers. I just don't. Could they come out here and win by double digits? Of course. Would I feel comfortable doing so? No. I would be on the edge of my seat the whole game, praying that this team just does not go through the motions. Sometimes this team goes through the motions, and I do not want to be on them laying huge numbers when they do that. Last year, it's not like the Clippers were a solid ATS team. I think they were 50-50. They were 50-50 covering at home. As a home favorite, you would have lost money betting the Clips. This is not a money-making team. So I intend to fade them, in all honesty. Laying 9 is a huge number. I think the Spurs do enough to keep this one within the point spread. I have liked what I've seen from them. Vassell played a really good game against Dallas in that first one. That point spread should have been more like 6 or 7. Wemby just had them a little overvalued in game 1. They looked good in their second game, got a dub. I don't think they win this one, but I do think they compete. I would not feel comfortable in any capacity laying this many with the Los Angeles Clippers. They really are on upset watch on most nights, They really are. I'm taking the Spurs plus the points here in this one tonight. All right, in our last and final matchup of the night, we got the Lake Show. The Los Angeles Lakers out on the road facing the Sacramento Kings. Kings home favorites in this one, laying 2.5. The Kings, man, they let us down the other night when they lost to Golden State. They really weren't even competitive late in that game. They lost by 8, but even that 8 is not even indicative to how bad the Warriors took off on them boys late in that game, and that's really concerning for the Kings. And then I kind of just went back and looked at it. The Kings are not a dominant home team. They weren't last year. They were about 50-50 at home last year, in all honesty, were the Sacramento Kings. The Kings did all their damage last season on the road. They were the best road ATS team in the league. For some reason, they just love playing outside of Sacramento. It's kind of weird. I think the best player in this game tonight is going to be Anthony Davis. When I do my Lakers handicap, it always is going to start with Anthony Davis. LeBron, I love LeBron. He's still one of the best players in the league, top 15, top 20, but he's 40 years old. He's 40. He's the oldest player in the NBA. You know, when he came to Los Angeles and brought Anthony Davis over, it was for Anthony Davis to be the leader of this team, Anthony Davis to be that guy, and LeBron just be LeBron and be able to, you know, pick up the pieces. But Anthony Davis is supposed to be a top 3 player right now in the NBA, and he don't be playing like that sometimes. Here's what I'm going to do, man. I'm taking the Lakers. Anthony Davis, you better hoop tonight. You better hoop tonight. You are better than Sabonis. Sabonis cannot guard you defensively. He can't. He will create some problems for you offensively. Sabonis, you know, is still underrated. I like the Kings. We're going to be able to make money on the Kings, mainly on the road this year. They laid an egg the other night at home. Really had me mad. I think the Lake Show shows up on the road in this one. I think Anthony Davis has a monster game. I think the Lake Show get this one done in the end. I'm going to take the Lakers plus a 2.5, and I'm going to take them straight up on the money line, in all honesty. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam session. I appreciate every last one of y'all watching this video. Smash that like button for your guy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter. I'm active there all day. There's a link in the description. If you want to rock with me, rock with me. I got premium plays over at Pickdawgz Premium. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. We've been red hot in the NBA. It's NFL Sunday. You know I'm locked and loaded there. Hop on a long-term pass over at Pickdawgz Premium. Get every single play I released for the time frame of package that you get, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'll see y'all later on today. Let's make some money tonight. Let's keep it rolling. Huge day of sports. I'm going to be right there on that couch you see behind me all day watching a ton of action. I can't wait to do it. I'm see y'all soon, man. I'm out of here.